The topic of being an independent game designer and hustle culture has been kind of in my head recently. And this may be in part due to Condrop, in part due to things that are going on in my personal day job that has just been kind of a storm cloud, if you will, of just thoughts rolling around in there. And as an independent game designer, we are, those who are in it, could probably test this as well. We are just deep in hustle culture. We're constantly looking for ways to get our name out there, get our games out there in front of people's eyes, to drum up interest, to build a community, and get something sustainable to keep, as we keep producing, we'll be able to feel we've got a good foundation, that every time we produce something new, people will like it. But man, that first initial hump is very difficult. On here I have the most followers of any other platform, which is about 2,500. And most of those probably will ever see any of these videos. So I can't even really count on this or between Mastodon, Threads, all of those things to try to get people to know about what I'm working on. And that can be very draining, mentally, emotionally, almost soul-sucking. And that's very, very difficult. I have a great support system. I have a lot of cool Discords I'm a part of, a lot of people going through the same thing, and we, are there to lift each other up and give each other support. But man, at the end of the day, it's hard not to feel lonely in this endeavor. And I had debated about making this a friends-only kind of video to kind of just lament a little bit. But instead I wanted to talk about it in the open and just, hey, let's all be aware of what it takes to get our stuff out in front of people and not seem desperate, right? I think that's part of the really difficult part, is this balance of like, hey, I've got something cool, don't you want to check it out? And some people being turned off, like, they're way too in my face about it. And you're always looking for, well, what's my way to kind of surreptitiously talk about what I'm working on and get people interested without really telling them about what I'm working on. And that can be tough to kind of do that tap dance. And I'm not good at it. I'm not really good at the social media stuff. I do the best I can. I've got a decent following. I've met some great people, and that's been awesome. And I'm thankful for all the people that I've met. But yeah, the hustle to try to just get something sustainable is tough. But you do it because we love game design. We love entertaining people. That's the biggest thing for me. I will say at the end of the day, I am an entertainer. I love when people find something that I've made or watch something that I've made and are entertained by it. That's the highlight for me. That's the high. That's what I'm looking for. And that's why I feel just that I have to make games. I have to make art. I have to be an actor. I have to do these things because there are people out there that need to be entertained. And I want to be one of the people in their lives that can help with that in some way. Because, we are people that love to play, and we love laughter and having a good time and exploring emotions, and the whole gamut of the human experience is done through play, really. And that's what I love, to be a part of that in some way that I can. And this is kind of a rambling bit, I realize, but I couldn't get it out of my head, so I had to get it out in this way. So I don't know if you experience the same thing, if you're a part of this same independent game designer, or if you are a musician or an artist of some type, that you also experience that drain of the hustle culture and just trying to get your stuff out there and that difficulty. So you are not alone if that's the case. If you were experiencing that, and even though I know I'm not alone, I definitely feel alone at those times, but you're not. And, I guess at the end of the day, we have to keep making stuff because that's just the only thing we can do because that's who we are. All right, I don't really have a good sign off for this, but I guess this will probably sit in my drafts for a little bit and then I'll put it out there. All right, take it easy.